Thank you very much.
Yeah, I saw you gesturing to the fourth official that you thought that was a handball. That's one you're referring to.
I saw it live, I saw it here, and I saw it now again. And yeah, it is very unnecessary, but he brings the ball in with the hand, so it's a clear penalty.
Has the referee spoken to you? Did the fourth official give any reason? Obviously, people are going to look at this as a missed opportunity for Arsenal to go 9 points clear, but can you actually look back at this potentially as a really good point taken at a tough place to come?
Well, we have to do it. Do that, try to learn and improve. And the league shows how difficult it is. Nobody's winning because it's so tough. And especially when we have the situation that we had today, we have to put them away. And there are other areas as well that you have to give credit to the opponent.
Up next, it's Inter Milan. You're top of the Champions League table. So how do you approach that game with a big game against Manchester United in the league to come next weekend as well?
Yeah, we'll recover from this one. And after tomorrow, we will start preparing that.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Brilliant for Forest. Absolutely what Sean Dyche would have woken up this morning thinking, I'll take a 0-0 draw. For Arsenal, how do you assess it?
There's going to be days like this. And I think where we talked at halftime that Arsenal do such a good job of like putting pressure on you with set pieces. They kind of wear you down. They create chances, and eventually you break. I think Mikel Arteta would be disappointed with his substitutions. I mean, he brought on nearly all his best players, impact players from the bench, at a moment in the game where you think, okay, now it's going to turn because we're going to turn the screw, keep giving them more pressure. And I'll be honest, none of his substitutes made any real impact. And a lot of these are starting players as well. So there'll be a disappointment there.
Rob?
The overriding factor will be frustration, because this was a chance to put a serious gap between them and the rest. It could have been a big day, this, for Arsenal. Listen, they didn't lose the game, but last season they drew 14 games. That stopped them winning the title. And people like Victor Gyökeres and Eze were bought this season to turn those draws into wins. And today that didn't happen. For all that possession, for all that they played, they had 3 shots on target. That can't quite be good enough, and it's going to be a disappointment. But I have to say, credit to Sean Dyche. It was a draw by Dyche. He set his team up. They were structurally difficult to play against. Defending was good, like we saw under Nuno. And listen, they take the point in their fight. The bottom end of the table.
Tim, do you think we're getting to the point where Mikel Arteta is going to not start Victor Gyökeres?
It's a big call. I say no only because I've mentioned before, he was a striker that they've been desperate to get. They went out and spent the money and they got him. So he has to manage the situation really well. It's not. I think he can drop him. I do. I think he has enough games and enough players where he can manage the situation, but he can't, as you said, you can't hook him at halftime, you can't embarrass him, because you still need to get the best out of him.
Mikel has to do the right thing to win the title, and if that means Gyökeres doesn't start and comes on the bench and whatever, just make sure that at the end of the season he feels comfortable in himself that he's made the right decisions for this football club.